Hey ladies, I am back with another portion of my Shop My Stash, and I have my palettes here that I want to use for the month of July. A palette that I was contemplating putting into this month of July Shop My Stash is right here. I'll tell you about that one in a moment. So for this portion of my Shop My Stash, I'll always choose my palettes off camera because I have, y'all look at how many are back there. When I get into some over here too. So when I go to stand there and choose palettes, there's so many of them, and then because I'm forcing myself to shop my stash and really look at all my palettes, I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't used these, and so I'm like pulling stuff out, and I end up with a gigantic stack of palettes. And so I've narrowed it down to, 12, I believe, 12 palettes for the month of July, and one of the palettes is already out because I used that one today. So I'll show you that one first, and then we'll go on to the new ones that are here for this month. So this one is the Revolution palette in the Forever Flawless series. They're these 10 palettes that I love, and they have all these different color stories. This color story is Flamboyance, and that is the shades, and I used some neutral tones down here, right? Yeah, and then that's all I did, neutral tones, and then I did the white on the inner part and the blue for the rest of it, over to that dark shade to kind of deepen up my outer corner. So I like this palette. It's just that I have to play with them, and I also have to look at the color stories and see, how to use it and what will work for me. So each palette is different, and sometimes even the formulas are different. So I hadn't bought any more. I was like, you have enough, work with what you got. So unless something that's just like, wow, I'm just not going to buy anymore. I think I have like 7 of them. So that one is done for July, since that's what I did on my eyes. I didn't put anything. All right, so let's get to these other palettes that I'm going to use. I'm going to start with the ones I have. This beautiful case here. I purchased it. It had something else. I covered it with the silver and with all the rhinestones and everything, and that's where I keep all of my palettes for the Shop My Stash. And then I have a few that didn't quite fit inside of this thing. Let me see. Do these all fit? I got a lot, y'all, so don't be judging me. I'm just trying to use my palettes. 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to get to all the palettes, but just to have some there to yeah. All right, so let's pull out the first one, which is by Cara Beauty. This is the Cara Duo series, and they had a bunch of summer palettes, and this is like almost 3 years old, but I still use them, and the formulas are good. All right, so this is Summer Stunner, and isn't that pretty? And you can see this out, and these are the colors. So I thought this would be good since it is summer. All right, and then I have this palette here, the Magic Mini by Juvia's Place, and apparently there used to be a really large one of these, but I don't think they have that anymore. Now it's mini sized, and I got it because it had a lot of colors. So look at all those frosts there. So this is a nice palette, and y'all, it's summer. We had to do this palette right here from Odin's Eye with the collab with Lauren May Beauty. I love watching her channel, and this is her palette. It's so pretty. I love this. It's called the Sea Talk palette, and look at these shades. These are pretty. So I'm going to use that one. I'm going to use this Indigo Ink palette by Menagerie. It looks like this. Y'all see where I'm going with all these beautiful summer colors? And I can't wait till August because I had so many palettes. I was like, I want to use this one. I just knew there was no time. All right, definitely wanted to use this. This is Tinkerbell. And let me put this to the side. You'll find out why in a moment. All right, so now I have the Beauty Bay palette, Berries. And this is the 16 color palette. So Beauty Bay had decided, instead of doing all those limited edition, they started making some palettes that are, forever in their little collection. And this was one of them, the Berries palette. Very, very pretty. Their formula is amazing, and their prices are too. So you should try them. I'm just saying, you should try them. All right, this is from Glamlight. This is the Strawberry Shortcake palette. It's called Berrylicious. And y'all, look at this part. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, it's so cute. So cute. And then here are these shades. This reminds you of strawberries, and strawberries reminds me of summer. All right, we have from Violet Voss the Coral Crush palette, which I have not officially used this palette. If I did, I sure don't remember it. I remember playing in this palette, but I don't remember really using it. So these are all the corally shades, and I have some blushes that would go beautifully with this palette. So yeah, you had to make sure that was in there. And then I have 2 of the BH Ice Cream Shop palettes. I have this Bubblegum palette, which is the blue shades here, and then the Orange Sorbet palette, which are these orange shades here. Love this. It's one of my favorites. The blue is the favorite. It is. And this is one of the other favorites. But this one is like the top, Okay, so that's all that's inside the palette. And I will tell you why I put this Tinkerbell one to this side. Give me a second, this is big. Okay, so we have some two palettes, the same little Disney character, and one was a collab and one was not. All right, so first I have the Disney Tinkerbell palette. It says sprinkle a little magic. The artwork on this palette alone just makes it like you gotta have it. It's almost like a collector's item. Like you don't want to ever let this go. This may be worth money, maybe not, but this is this is beautiful. Look all the way around. And then I'm moving fast because y'all know y'all gonna see these again when I do dedicated videos, but here we are. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right, so this is a company called Ultramo, and of course they could not call this the Tinkerbell palette because that would be a copyright infringement, right? So this is called the Magic Eyeshadow Palette. This one is called Sprinkle a Little Magic, and this one is Magic Eyeshadow Palette. Now, everything else in here is in Spanish, so I cannot read any of the ingredients to you. I apologize. They have like a little story here about the colors of the palettes that you put on your eyes, and that's pretty much all. I see mattes, brilliance. Yeah, so let's look inside. Look at these. Look, and it's pretty. Look at all those colors. Like, you cannot say you don't have that color, because yes you do. It's in that palette. Open it up, you will find it. Look at these, and there are all types of formulations. So when you move it up close so you can see, there are some really nice mattes here, and when I tell you these mattes are creamy, dry wear, these are never going to be dry or powdery. Look at that. This is like a, I don't know, is it a cream to powder? I don't know. It's just amazing. I love the matte formula here. And then they have some of these shimmers here. Just all kinds of stuff that I have never really seen in regular indie palettes or even mainstream. Like, some of these are just like, wow. And then what I do see starting to pop up, let me see if I can find one. They have these waxy ones like this. Here it is, right there. And it's kind of like shimmery, but it feels like, I don't know what to tell you what it feels like. I can't tell you. Let me see if I can show you on there, the shimmers. See how it's very shimmery and has that bronzy glow to it? I don't get it. It feels like wax, but it comes out like that. See how beautiful that is? So yeah, all over this palette. We're gonna have some fun with this. Whew. Okay, so yay. All right, couple more palettes and then we're done. I'm doing Disney and Tinkerbell, so I said I gotta do my favorite character. That's not Disney, it's Sanrio, but it was in a collab with ColourPop, and that is the Hello Kitty palette. This one is blue. I think there were like 4 of them. I just got the blue one because I like blue. That's that palette right there. It even has a mirror. Look at that. That is so pretty. So, you know, because this was a true collab, we get the real character and all the little cutesy things. I like it. It's cute. All right, almost done. ABH Norvina. Looks like that. The Blend Bunny Surge palette. Looks like this. I'm not saying the name because I'm gonna mess it up, but that's the name right there. Spice palette. Looks like this. No mirror. It's a big old cover with no mirror. But there's the colors. And then, excuse me, I'm gonna throw this a mess. The Cosmic Brushes Muse palette, which did restock. Did you pick it up? That's that right there. Beautiful. So those are the palettes that I am going to be using in my Shop My Stash for the month of January, y'all. For the month of July. So stay tuned because I know I'm probably going to show you the rest of the stuff. So I'm kind of weird someplace. Right. Next part of Shop My Stash is going to be what foundation am I going to use? Which one? There's a lot of them. All right. So for my foundations, I'm going to venture into other parts of my collection. So that means my Becca will be put away. I know I said I was going to use it, but I decided against it. My Juvia's will be put away. So we're going to have to find some good ones over here. I'll tell you what I have that I think I really want to use. Like, why? Some of these, I'm very sure I've had them for a long time and the things are clogged, the little pumps. So I have this. There's not that much left in here, but this is the Super Stay Full Coverage Foundation in Warm Bronze, which I really like this color, but it's hard to find. But I'm going to look for it because I do like it, and there's a lot left in here, so I'm going to try to use up what's in here. And I also have the same foundation in the number 340, which is Cappuccino, because I do tan during the summer. So I don't think this one is clogged. No, it's not. So that's the Cappuccino. Yeah, this one is clogged. Yeah, unclogged. That was quick. 1 second. Okay, So the warm bronze is this shade right here, and then the cappuccino is that shade. So you can see they're not that far apart, but this is more when I really tan during the summer. I tend to use that one more. But I like these two, and these are what I used to use when I first started doing makeup. I went to the drugstore to get my products, and so this was my, at the time, holy grail for my foundation. And I know there's a good amount left in these, so I want to try to use these up. Okay, another of my favorites was the, where'd it go? The Smith & Colt Veiled Threat Weightless Micro Blurring Foundation. This is my second bottle, so I need to see if I can catch a sale. Every time I got these, it was $10.50 from Ulta. It was on sale. That's how I got them, because regularly they're like 40 bucks. All right, let's see if this is club. No, it's not. Okay, so that's that one. Ooh, that's a little lighter. We'll have to see. I'm gonna have to do, let's do a swatch test actually. All right, so this is the warm bronze. This is the cappuccino. And then this is the Smith & Colt. Well, this Smith & Colt is too light right now. But that cappuccino disappears. I think we're going to be using that one. Yeah, cappuccino. All right, so definitely got to take that in. We're going to take this one out then and use this later when I'm lighter. Okay, so that means I need to look for one more. Okay, so this is the cappuccino. I have two BH Cosmetics foundations, and I got these a couple years ago. I just happened to be walking by, and they were all on sale for like $6, like every shade in the book, all the way across this whole display case. And I was like, okay, so I just grabbed as many as I could, and I kept a couple. My sister got some, my mom got some. So let's see what I have left and see what will match. This is the BH Liquid Foundation, Naturally Flawless Foundation, and this one is in hazelnut. And then this one, which is a little bit more warm, I think this is what I would use. This one is mocha. 225 mocha and 224 hazelnut. Now, these are not available to my knowledge anymore. I think they were discontinuing them when I found them. I found them in Kohl's. So it's a department store, just in case you're not familiar with it. It's like Macy's, but less priced, I guess. Lower prices. Okay, so I'm gonna try the hazelnut. I wonder if these are full coverage. It says naturally flawless, but it doesn't say anything about the coverage. Okay, so that's the first one. This is the hazelnut, which I think is going to be too light. Yeah, that's lighter than everything else. So no, we won't be using that one. All right, let's try the mocha. I hope that these have good coverage. I'm not going to be wearing that much foundation actually during the summer. Like today, I just did my foundation, and that was it. All right, this is the mocha, which definitely is a little bit more warm, and it's almost like the cappuccino. Okay, so we're going to use those. We're going to use the mocha and the cappuccino right here. We're going to use these two. Alrighty. I do have some other stuff, y'all. I got this Uoma one. I don't know. This is the weirdest foundation ever. It says adjustable coverage. For medium coverage, use sparsely. For full coverage, use generously. For extreme coverage, apply multiple layers. Wow. Okay, so when I got this, they were on sale. They were discontinuing them, I believe, and they were like $7, but it's very liquidy. I mean, like really, I'm gonna put it on the other hand. So I haven't really used it because of, look at this. You see how that is? And when I put it on my skin, it felt oily, and my makeup didn't set right. It just was an issue, and I wanted to love it. It also is very yellow, so I know I'm yellow, but this is like, wow. So actually, it kind of looks like it matches now. What do I have? I have the two that I like. Those Oreos over there looking at me like, are we going to bed yet? Okay, we'll try it. The last time I tried it, I did not like it at all, so put that in there. All right, so we have 3 foundations, so that's enough. We're good. We're going to put all the rest of them up top, and that's it for foundation. Okay, hey everybody, I am trying to get this Shop My Staff finished, and because I got lots of editing to do. It's 3 different videos. Okay, so in the last video, I showed you my eyeshadow stuff, right? the palettes that I wanted to use. And then I also did a video showing you which foundations I'm going to use. So the last video is the little stuff like the blush, the highlighter, what else? Just some other little things that I want to use this month. All right, I'm trying to make sure we're straight. We're not leaning to the side. Okay. So today, I went to a funeral with my dad. He's here visiting from California, and it was a long day, but I got to really learn about a wonderful family, the Elliots, and it was just, you ever been to a funeral and you really get to know the person that you didn't know, when you were going? And I ended up feeling like I knew her, and I wish I had met her. And but it was nice to meet her mom, her daughter, siblings, nephews. It was really nice. They were very friendly and hospitable, and gosh, it was nice. So that was my day, and I wore my Temu shirt. I was Temu-fied today. All right, so to make this easier, I'm gonna bring this stuff down. One thing that I do want to say is today I used what I had for Shop My Stash so far, and I used this cappuccino shade of the Maybelline New York 24-hour foundation, and I feel like it's really dark. You see my face and then see my chest right here? I wasn't feeling that. I just felt like it is the color of the bronzer that I would use, but in my face I would want something lighter. So for that reason, I am going to switch to the Super Stay Full Coverage in Warm Bronze instead of the Cappuccino. I mean, you can see it right here. It's very dark on my face, and then this is my chest. It's really light. And so sitting there in the light at the funeral, I took out my camera and I looked and I was like, oh my gosh. So the thing about that is there's not that much in here. I mean, really, there's not that much. And so this is something that I definitely am going to reorder, because I do know that these are still on the market. I'm hoping that the Warm Bronze is still available, because that was a shade that they kind of inched in. If you notice, a lot of times it'll be 330, 335, 340, 345. Well, this one is 336. So they kind of shoved that in between. So yeah, I'm going to use that instead and put the cappuccino back. I may need it later this summer, but right now, no. Okay, so let's look at some blush. Okay, so I have misplaced, I don't even know what to say anymore, my blush palette, y'all. It is my long blush palette with the, I never remember the name of that blush. Hold on. Okay, it's called La Femme. F-E-M-M-E. La Femme. And I had 10 shades. I had 10 shades, and I believe 6 of them I had just purchased. Or 4, maybe. Somewhere like that. I either had 6. I think I had 6. And then I bought 4 more. That's what it was. Y'all, I cannot find it. And those are some of the prettiest, most pigmented blushes out there for an affordable price. I think it was like $5 a blush now. When I first got them, they were like 3 something. But the ones I had just purchased, they were about $5 a piece. I have looked everywhere. When I say I've looked, I mean I have looked everywhere. The only place that I'm thinking now that I may have to look is behind this bookshelf over here that I had when I first moved in, because I found something else behind there. But the bookshelf is heavy, so I'm gonna have to have somebody help me move it. But if it's not back there, I don't know where it is. I have looked everywhere. So in the meantime, I'm using, just all of these blushes that I've picked up along the way. I have some single blushes, and then I do have some blush palettes. So the first blush palette that I know I'm going to use, I mean, it's summertime. When else am I going to use it? This is the BH Cosmetics Weekend Vibes. It is the Bellini 6-color blush palette, okay? And I love this palette. Now, I will say, let me turn some light on, that I have kept to this end of the palette. And my favorite so far is this Peachy Keen right here. It is a peachy pink shade. It is very, very pretty. So I've been sticking down here. So I'm going to try these and see if maybe I could use this as like an ombre. If they do show up, I can do a lighter and then come down, or, do some layering, anything like that. But this one here is my favorite, okay? So we're definitely going to put this in. And I mean, it's summer and I don't have a lot of blush now. I lost that other palette. So this probably will be hanging with me on my Shop My Stash all the way through. All right, the next palette that definitely I am going to use is the Apple Fusion blush. Is this Apple Fusion? Yes, the Apple Fusion blush palette. And this is from Fruits Cosmetics. And y'all, I mean, what can I say? Now, my La Femme blushes were pretty much like this. I had 4 new pink ones, and then I had some orange, had some terracotta. I may have had a red shade, a purple shade, Yeah, it was a mixture, but I had got 4 new pink ones. So then after that, I got this, and I'm glad I did, because I don't know what happened, but I just used this in a video. Let me get y'all a little bit less. You're looking cloudy. So yeah, this is pretty. I really like that palette. It's very pretty. Every shade that I've tried looks very nice on my skin tone, and yeah, very nice. Okay, now, do I want to use anything else? I found this one. It surprised me to use it, and it has highlighters in it, but it also looks like some shades that I would use towards the fall. They don't look very summery. I'm loving these highlighters though. These highlighters are bomb. Those are the 4, and yeah. So those are the highlighters. These two look almost the same, but I like this, and go back. Yeah, these two right here. So definitely may jump into that for a minute, but let me keep looking and see what else I have. Okay, I have another I forgot about this. Ooh, this is from Beauty Bakery, the Milk and Honey highlighter palette, and it has these 4 shades. Yeah, I like that, but I also like, where did it go? Oh, I don't know which one, because I also like this one. And this is a dupe of Charlotte Tilbury, and this is from Beauty Glaze. It's their pressed highlighter and contour palette, and yeah, I really like this palette. And it looks messy, but you guys, that's just the way it looks. I don't know if it's because of the way that they made it, but that's that shade right there. Look at that. And that's from Beauty Glaze. This is a dupe, or inspired by the Charlotte Tilbury, because the Charlotte Tilbury has 2 highlighters and 2 blushes. So ever since I pulled this one, y'all, beautiful. All right, I am going to bring them both, okay, just to finish this up really quick. I'll just bring those both. I got other stuff, y'all, I do, but yeah. Okay, let's move into y'all will be like, it's the same thing all the time. You're not shopping, you're using the same stuff. Get something else. All right, here we go, boo. All right, I have this Ace Beauty Bronzed in Paradise. This is a bronze palette that a subscriber sent to me a long time ago, back in probably 2020, maybe? This is the palette. It's very pretty. I used it a lot when I first got it, but then I got a bunch of other stuff, and I was like, yeah, so let's try this. But I'm going to keep this out. Y'all know I can't stop using it. Okay, wait, no, let's find something else. Let's be fair, because then it would not be any reason to do this whole segment if we going to pull the same stuff. All right, so let's do this. This is a brand called W7, and they do dupes of everybody for everything. So this is a dupe of another brand's Banana Dreams banana powder. Okay, we're going to use this. All right, something else I saw in here that I want to try. Where did it go? This is the Ciate London coconut setting powder, and it is supposed to be, you know, finely milled, and everybody can use it. Still smells like coconut. I don't know, y'all. We'll have to try it on my face and see. One day when I'm not going anywhere. So if I mess it up and look like a ghost, it won't matter. I can just wash it off. It does kind of disappear. It's translucent. It's very fine. Very fine. And it's a translucent shade, and I haven't used it because I've been nervous. It doesn't say it's for any particular skin tone. It just says coconut setting powder. So we're going to try it. If not, I'm going to stick to the one that I have, and I'll show you that one in a minute. Y'all, I keep saying I'm going to try it. All right, so this is, some of you may have seen this. There's a trend using this, what is this? The Smashing Starlight Clap powder. That's what it says on the bottle, clap powder. All right, so when you open it up, this one is pink. There were different colors, but I just got pink. And I don't know what the other colors are. I haven't seen them, so I couldn't tell you. But this right here is a pink shade, and I guess this is what I put it on with. I don't know. But the powder is supposed to come from out here into this, you know, spongy applicator. And then you put your, I don't know how it works because nothing's happening right now, and that's pretty much what happened the last time. I don't know if this is how you do it. Do you tap it? But anyway, oh, there we are. Do y'all see all the sparkly flyaway things? So this is supposed to get the sparkly, you know, into my highlighter, and then you could use it, you know, around your face, different areas, I guess. And it's supposed to have those sparklies in it and make it look really pretty on your skin. And let's see, it lightened it up. I do see that it's there. It doesn't look sparkly though, but let's see. I don't know if I'm supposed to just tap it or... Y'all see anything? I don't know. Maybe we wait. I don't know. How am I supposed to experiment with it if I keep saying I'm gonna wait? We'll experiment. I'll take this out and see, but I don't know, y'all. But I have two, so I put it in a giveaway for the other one because I highly doubt if I'm going to use it. Somebody else may want to give it to a teenager or something. They might know what to do with it. Okay, so those are the highlighters. We skipped over top of the blush. What did I do? Okay, here we go. All right, so we got our highlighter. We have our bronzing. Let's look for blush. Okay, so for blush, I pulled those two palettes, but I wanted to look very quickly in my little container of blushes. So the first I have is this strawberry shortcake blush. Yeah, that's that, and that's about the real shade right there. So we'll try that. And then I have a NARS one that's also kind of pink. This one. Ooh, I want to try this one. Let me see what else we got. This is dark. I know I'm not going to use that right now. Oh, I kept in my Black Radiance blush because I didn't get to use it that much. And I'll save some of these other ones for August because I do have some other beautiful shades in here, but then I won't have anything to swatch out for August. So we're going to take the strawberry shortcake blush and roll with that, and we'll come back in August and grab some more blushes. Okay, I have this red blush here, but I've used that before, and I have one in my I have like a box of new news that I haven't tried yet, and there's a red in there, so we'll just go with that. And then these are all highlighters that we can use in August. I have anything interesting. Here's some blue. So blue one, and here is, ooh, it's a pretty highlighter. Yeah, we'll do these in August. Disaster averted, y'all. Disaster averted. I almost dropped that on the floor. Okay, I have this one from Odin's Eye. Look at that. All right, I have two blues. I don't know if I want to pull the other blue, or do I want to do, how about we do the Odin's Eye ones together? Because I have an Odin's Eye blush and an Odin's Eye highlighter. So we'll do those in August. But I'm going to pull this blue because it's almost time to declutter. And this one is on the chopping block. This is Milani Ludicrous Lights, and it's very blue. It has a lot of glitter in it. A lot. So I have my concealers here. So I have a new concealer in the try it box of stuff that I haven't used yet, and I definitely want to pull this. This is from the company Pop Feel, or the brand Pop Feel, and this is the shade FCO3. Yeah, and this looks like a good shade for me. So it comes in a little pot like that, and that's the shade right there, which it does look kind of light on camera, but here it looks like a good shade. It's a little lighter here on camera. Yeah, that's too light. It's darker than that. You can see it gets a little dark right there. So I think this will be a good shade for me for summer. So I have that. Is this new? This is from Revolution, the Conceal and Define. It looks kind of dark. Oh no. It does look a little dark. It looks a lot dark actually. You might have to use this for something else. Let's hold off on that. Let's see. Ooh, Juvia's. And I have this nude from Shop Ms. A, which was $1. Let's see what this is looking like real quick. Oh, you know what? You can try this one. It's a little light, but that's also light on camera. So it's not as light here. And then what is this? This is probably fawn, yeah. Fawn's a little, I think this, it's kind of dark. Yeah, it's too dark. Ooh, yeah, that's yeah, way too dark. Okay, so let's try this. So we got the Pop Feel. We got the Shop Ms. A one. This is from Studio. This is AOA Studio, also the $1 from Shop Ms. A. So I used this today, and it was a little bit lighter, but because my foundation was darker, it kind of blended in. And so I'm gonna hold on, keep this out still to use. But I want another setting powder. This is too dark. This is from DJ's Unique Boutique, and I found out that this is too dark. I'm going to have to give that to my sister. Let's see. Is this another? Yeah, it is. This is another, wow. Yeah, this is another white setting powder. It's supposed to be translucent finishing powder. I must not like these because I keep finding them. Okay, I do want to pull this. This is the Maybelline Fit Me number 330 setting powder for normal to oily skin, natural poreless looking finish, up to 12-hour wear, long-lasting shine control. This is toffee caramel, so we'll use those. All right, so we are good. We have everything finished up for our Shop My Stash, and thank you all so much for hanging in there, seeing some of the products that I use. And I will be putting all of the items into this box, this storage box, and everything that I will use for Shop My Stash will be there, my little storage box here. So I'm going to show me putting all that stuff, cleaning this area up in just a few, and that will be what you will see next. So thank you so much for being here. I hope that you find some products that you like, and if you have some of these items, have them ready, because I'm going to let you know ahead of time. This is something new that I'm going to try on the channel. It actually was something that was said to me during prayer. You know, let everybody know ahead of time, so that if you have these palettes, if you have these different blushes or eyeshadows, I can let you know ahead of time what I will be using, and then if you would like, you have those items, you can use them with me. Yeah, so that is it. And I hope you find some products that you like, or stuff that is already in your collection that you would like to pull out again and use along with me. Any of that would be nice and fun, especially if you put in the comment section how you feel about those products. Give us your own little review and let us know. There may be some other people out there who wanting to know how these products work, how these brands work, and what they can use. And I also just want you all to know that instead of shopping every new thing that comes out and blowing our budgets through the roof, we can keep items, make sure we maintain them. You can have them to use for, you know, a few years at a time, and cycle out using your products, so that you don't feel like you have to go out and shop and buy the first thing out there and forget about what you already have in your stash. So hope that works for you. I hope that this helps you, and I can't wait until we try some new stuff this coming week for the month of July. So you all know what we say around here, whether it's day or evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. I hope that is good. Don't forget to pray, because we really need it, and then don't forget to slay. All right, everyone.